26 years for a person 26 years old? Or let's say for a person 35-year old, have you been here 35 years? Or have you been here 13,133 days? This is the trick to numbers. It even happens in Costa Rica. 10,000 colones is $20. But it sounds like a lot. So when they say, oh, it's going to cost 50,000 colones for a person come from the U.S., it sounds like a lot, but no, that's $100. So it's the same thing. If you say, well, I'm only 30 years old, I'm still young. Wait a minute, are you 30 years old or are you 12,000? That's how we use this system to benefit us. You see, because then you could just decide, okay, I've been here long enough. I'm like here 13,000 days, excuse me. Every day for me is like 1,000 years too, because of the kind of being that I am. I'm so low on the cog line, I'm actually seeing the sun and the moon go across the sky, rather than being so close to it that I would actually be inside of it, and none of it would even appear to be separate. So discovering more experience with myself. And now what I'm ready to do, because think about this, because this is the child that leaves. It's the parable of the prodigal son and daughter in this case. They leave the high kingdom, high frequencies, whatever. You have all your powers when you leave because it's your inheritance. But then as you go from star system to star system, next thing you know, you're a bum in a space bar somewhere. And then you run out of all your currency until you're messing around with back drain planets. This is basically still all going on inside of your consciousness. Now you're deep down in the Muladhara, where everyone wants to be the Lord and the King in the pyramid over you. And then, bam, here it is. So then you have to decide, are you going to send out a beacon? See, because this is also where, like, I guess in this sense, explaining the story this way, this is also where that pride starts to become an issue. And that's why they call pride and ego kind of the same thing, right? But it's basically when you don't want to call on assistance from your brothers and sisters to get you back to the next stage of your whole consciousness. And this is where, someone's saying, it's my knowledge, it's my information, I need to do this for myself, it's all about me. These are the same kind of gestures. So Earth has a heartbeat and it can be walked. You can hear it's going on all the time, but we tune it out. Just like the refrigerator is making noise now, but you tune it out. Earth's heartbeat, many tuned it out a long time ago. That also live in nature cloaked, which is what you can see when you open the third eye and your eyes moving at high frames per second. They uncloak because you think the things that they're trying to hide themselves in, the space doesn't hold. And this is the only way to explain it. It's like, I won't even get into it too much, but you can see things that are cloaked when your third eye is open. Could be kind of heavy. This is like eating rocks for someone who's just a babe. it takes a little bit more of going from square one, starting at the bottom, we're calling the netherworld, and then building, our consciousness back up to the top. Also,